What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how Hoyo shields, these people are just coping so hard to the point where they're willing to deny that HP inflation is an issue in Genshin Impact, and them implementing characters that have annoying boss mechanics is not an issue. They're not focused on that. That's not the problem. The problem is your team. The problem is which characters you're using. It's a skill issue. Just summon better, man. Oh my gosh, dude, this community is so brain dead. This is such a foolish, like, these people in the community are just dumb. They're just simply dumb. So I posted a video yesterday, pretty much me playing through Spiral Abyss, and if you guys haven't watched, I recommend you to check it out because it is absolutely terrible. This Spiral Abyss is just garbage. They put 60 enemies in this Spiral Abyss. For like the first half of Spiral Abyss, like in floor 12, they spam Hydro enemies. So it's like Hydro characters are essentially screwed in this Spiral Abyss. They put in like Electro Abyss Herald. You know, he has a shield. You have to use Cryo. It's like this Spiral Abyss really punishes you if you don't have a specific elemental characters. It's like if you have Mavuika, you're good to go. If you have Sitley, you're good to go, right? If you have Jalonin, you can climb up that pillar. You're good to go. So it's just really funny to me how I included evidence by the end of this video showing the HP inflation chart. I literally showed the chart, and you still got people in the comment section trying to deny it, bro. It's so hilarious. So I typed this over here. I said, and now we wait for the NPC responses. It's just a skill issue. Your team wasn't good. The gameplay is horrible. All while completely ignoring the actual problem. 60 enemies in one chamber, over 30 Hydro and Pyro slimes, garbage boss mechanics, HP inflation, and elemental shields that force you to run specific units. This community is honestly brain dead. No critical thinking, no acknowledgement of bad design, just blind defense of the devs. And that's exactly why Hoyoverse keeps getting away with it. They know the moment someone speaks up, the shields will swarm in, nitpicking team comps and gameplay instead of addressing the real issues. And I was hoping that there would actually be some Hoyo shields who would come in and start nitpicking my team comps that I was playing with, just to prove my point even more that they're focusing on the wrong thing. You guys are focusing on, oh, it's the player's fault. That's what they're always saying. It's the player's fault. Just summon better. Use this team comp. Meanwhile, look at this HP inflation graph. The HP in Spiral Abyss is at its highest peak right. Like, this is the highest HP has been in Spiral Abyss ever. You take a look at version 1.0. It was below 2 million. We take a look at version 2.0. It was like almost near 2 million. 3.0, right? Going above 2 million, it's like around like 3 million. And then we take a look at version 5.5. We're above 8 million HP. And look at these NPCs responses. Just look at their response, right? Look at their response. Where is it at? Look at this. Skill issue. If HP inflation is real, why Abyss 3.7 is still harder than this one? I want to remind you guys, bro. There is a graph literally showing the HP inflation. There is literally a graph showing HP increasing. There is facts right in front of you. The facts are in your face. The facts are twerking in your face, bro. And you're still denying it. That's why these developers, they're gonna continue destroying the game. Look at this. A video made by one of the biggest Genshin content creators. I Went to Lose Gaming. He even made a video talking about the HP inflation, my guy. He even made a video talking about it. You look at his thumbnail. He said, what the fuck is this? 8 million HP. And this bot over here still trying to deny that HP inflation is real. He said if HP inflation is real, why Abyss 3.7 is still harder than this one? Floor 11 is a throwback to Abyss 1.0. It's a CC check. Sucrose will make it a breeze. Floor 12, no Natlan character needed. Kazuha can jump, even Traveler works. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, just summon for Kazuha, guys. If you can't climb this pillar, Yeah, just summon for Kazuha. Yeah, just summon for him. Oh, just use the Traveler. Just use a niche unit. Ruin your team comp. Ruin your team rotation. Use a character that is inferior to so many units. Use that character so you can climb a pillar. Go ahead and do that, bro. Yeah, do that. It's like these people don't have a brain cell. They don't have a brain. It's like for somebody who hasn't even played the game in months, the fact that I have more common sense and I'm able to understand what's going on more than people who actually spend 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day playing this game who have no life is actually sad. You would expect people who spend most of their time playing this game, you would expect them to actually understand what's going on and actually accept that there is indeed HP inflation, but no, we're just going to defend it. We're going to defend HP inflation. We're going to act like it doesn't exist, and we're just going to blame the players. Right? Look at this one. Nilu profile pic. A 57-minute video explaining how having a skill issue feels like. Tell me that you don't have a brain without telling me you don't have a single brain cell. These people are just so clueless, bro. Like, it's the same cycle over and over again. When you take a look at HSR, the same thing happened with HSR. Right? People were complaining about HP inflation, and the HSR shields, what were their response? Oh, it's the player's fault. It's just a skill issue, man. It's the player's fault. You're the reason why HSR, you're the reason why you're suffering in MOC. It's not because of HP inflation. That's just not real. It's not true. Oh yeah? Okay. We take a look at MOC and HSR. Look at this, guys. 18 million HP. Look at this. Look at this huge spike. This huge spike, bro. And these people are still defending the game, saying there is no HP inflation. At this point, I'm starting to believe that these people are bots. They're not real. I think they're just like accounts made from hoyoverse, like botted accounts, and their job is to essentially like try to mitigate these situations as much as possible. Because when you guys take a look at all the comments here, everybody understands what's going on. Like everybody knows that this is bad. Everybody understands that the Spiral Abyss reset is horrible. What, like the team that I was using here, yeah, was it bad? Sure, you can say it was bad, right? Sure, you can say it was bad. But look at this, guys. I want you to pay attention to this part over here. I am literally using, look at this, 60 enemies, okay? And I am using a Zhao team comp, right? This is like Zhao's best team. All right, let's go ahead. There are 60 enemies in floor 11, chamber 3, and I am using Zhao, Faros, Farina, and Cloud Retainer. This is like Zhao's best team. And we are currently at 8 minutes and 17 seconds, bro. And look at the way these enemies are being positioned. Look at how they're positioned. All over the place. You literally have to chase them down, get rid of them one by one. Look at them. You have, and notice how they spam these ranged units. When it comes to these ranged units, these ranged treasure hoarders, they stand in one spot and they just keep shooting you. So you have to keep chasing them and keep attacking them. Like, it is like, dude, it's literally, the evidence is right there. The evidence is right there. Is like they're literally forcing you to summon for AoE characters like Venti, Kazuha, right? They're forcing you to use these characters. Zhao. If you don't have them, you're screwed. You're literally screwed.
Oh, just use the sucrose. Yeah, just use the sucrose and you're good to go.
Yeah, and once I use my sucrose, right? Once I use my sucrose, and what? What else? What's after that? The next Spiral Abyss reset, they're gonna put 80 enemies in. It's like these people, they like it. It's just funny to me how every single time you point out an issue when it comes to a hoyoverse game, these people, all they do is mitigate, and then the game just gets worse and worse and worse. You point out an issue in these games. Oh, they're increasing the HP, man. This is a huge problem. What is the community's response? Oh, just use this character and you're good to go. You guys have been saying that for the past 5 years, and what did that bring us? It brought us back to square one. We're back to square one here. Like, nothing changed. It's getting worse. It's literally getting worse to the point where they're adding bosses that literally force you to summon for specific characters. It forces you to use specific units if you don't want to be annoyed or suffer. Because when it comes to this boss over here, this pillar boss is absolutely stupid. I don't care what anybody says. And by the way, I don't even have a C2 Arlecchino, right? So, you know, rest in peace to my account since I don't even have a C2 or Arlecchino. You know, that's, once again, skill issue. You didn't get C2, bro. That's your fault. But, you know, let's fast forward over here. We come over here to this pillar boss, right? All right, we come over here to this pillar boss. Where's it at? Look at this. This team, we don't have a single Natlan character, okay? And keep in mind, I haven't even played the game for a long time, right? So I don't know what's going on. You can't even stun the boss. You literally have to put, what was it called again? I think it was called like, I forgot what it was called. It's like a Natlan mechanic, whatever, like, where you, when you attack the enemy with Natlan characters, they get something, I forgot. Night Soul points? Is that what it's called? Night Soul points? I don't know. But you guys can see, I am attacking this boss with, literally, with Lenny. You guys know Lenny, his charge shots be dealing insane damage, bro. And look how much damage this boss is receiving. 11k damage, 17k damage, and look at his health bar. If you don't stun this boss, if you don't fill this bar up with a Natlan character, this boss has like, I think he has like an 80% damage resistance. I don't know, but his damage resistance is insane, bro. So you literally have to use a Natlan character to fill this bar up. You have to. So look at that. So now I'm just waiting. Like, I'm literally just waiting for this boss to do whatever. And look at this. He summons these pillars. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? Attacking from close range can break the acceleration mechanism and interrupt his charging. They don't even tell you, hey, man, you need a Natlan character to climb this up. Or if you don't have a Natlan character, there's a spot on this pillar that's going to let you climb it up. But even if that's the case, it's still a stupid mechanic. How I literally have to, you know, scout and look and, you know, try to find, you know, one spot. Ooh, there's a spot right there. Let me see if I have RNG to climb that spot. This is the dumbest mechanic ever. And if they were to do something like this in Wuthering Waves, everybody would roast the game alive. But when it comes to these Hoyo games, whenever they do stuff like this, the community just bends down. They just bend down and just go ham. It's insane. Look at this. Look at this. Like, what am I even supposed to do there? And what's even worse is, I tried to use Lenny. I tried to use his bow to, like, you know, take down the energy orbs up top over here. I tried to use Lenny to get rid of these things up top. They blocked it. So if you're trying to use a bow user to take down these little energy orbs, these accretion mechanisms, whatever, if you're trying to use a enemy with a bow, you can't do anything. You can't shoot it down. You have to climb up top and get rid of it. Yeah, you need Zhongli. Yeah, you need Kazuha, right? You need Venti, you need Chaska, you need Mavuika, you need Zalonin. A boss that makes you, that forces you to summon for a character in order for you to essentially perform efficiently with the boss. Like, if you have to summon for specific units to perform efficiently against the boss, then that boss is just terrible. It's point blank, period. It doesn't matter which team comp I'm using. It's a garbage boss, and I prove my point. But of course, when it comes to these Hoyo cucks, you know what they're focusing on. Look at this. I agree with HP inflation starting, but bro, that's some peak skill issue gameplay. Look at that. It's like, I already proved my point. And I said it in the video. I don't care if I don't 3-star Spiral Abyss. I don't care if I 36-star. I don't care. The point of this video is for me to show you guys the HP inflation, these horrible boss mechanics, 60 enemies getting added into floor 11 chamber 3, forcing you to use AoE characters. That was the whole point of the video. But of course, when it comes to these Hoyo cucks, what they're focusing on is,
Oh, Faros, what team are you using, buddy? Oh, you're using this team? Well, you're garbage.
it's like, these people are stupid. And look at this. Yeah, like, if he's complaining about HP inflation when he's
Liddy runs in with 7 minutes remaining, HP inflation probably isn't the problem.
yeah, so a boss who literally has a fat damage resistance, and the only way you can lower it down is by using a Natlan character to pretty much stun the boss and lower his damage resistance. Yeah, it's definitely a skill issue for sure. It's not a terrible boss mechanic. It's not a predatory mechanic where the devs are telling to summon for specific units to essentially perform well against these bosses. It has nothing to do with that. It's just skill issue, bro. Just pull better. Yeah, just pull better, man. Pull better. Idiots. And just look at this nonsense, guys. There is literally a video on YouTube, bro. How to beat the secret source automaton with any team. There is a tier list. A tier list on how to climb a rock. There is a tier list on how to climb a rock. Easily. No, okay, no wonder. No wonder. Who would have thought that Natlan characters, they were gonna be they would climb the pillar easily? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Models can, but hard. Nahida. The fact that they put RNG with this is so funny, man. And notice how for all the characters that can go up above that pillar, notice how it's like all the characters are the ones who can essentially like double jump or fly for like 2 or 3 seconds. For Cloud Retainer, you can fly with her, right? For Scaramouche, you can fly with him. For Moalani, she's a Natlan character. It's crazy how Moalani, who uses a shark, can literally go above. Like, she can climb a pillar with a shark. But a character, right? A character like I don't know. What's a good example? A character like Chaska, right? A character like Chaska can't even climb a rock, but a girl with a shark can climb with it. Make it make sense. Like, this is just absolutely incredible, bro. You know what would have solved this whole situation? This horrible boss mechanic? You see, I'm able to actually come up with solutions that can not only benefit my experience, but everybody's experience with the game. Meanwhile, for these Hoyo cucks, they only think about themselves.
My team is superior than your team because I have this character. Your team sucks. Use this character.
That's all they care about. Meanwhile, what I'm talking about, what I'm trying to figure out is, why isn't there a gadget that allows players to grapple onto the rock, grapple onto the pillar, and let us easily climb on it, and we can get rid of those little energy orbs? It would have been that easy. You look at Wua. They have this little gadget that you can use. You can use this gadget in Tower Adversity as well. It's really odd to me how in Genshin Impact you can't even use gadgets in Genshin Impact. You can't use tools. They don't let you use tools in Spiral Abyss. Very odd. Isn't there a tool that lets you glide? Like, it's like a tool where you place it on the ground, it's like wind, and then you glide up. Why couldn't they let us use that against this boss in Spiral Abyss? It's absolutely insane to me how people can't even realize this. They don't even see this as an issue. They're just like, oh, well, you know, you can just climb. We can just climb with other characters. You know, just rely on RNG and that's fine. No, you dumb clown. You buffoon. Okay? You brickhead. They need to put a gadget, a tool that lets you grapple onto the pillar and you can climb on top of it and get rid of the energy orbs. And therefore, guess what? Nobody's going to complain about this boss. You guys are always complaining about CCs, complaining about Genshin Impact. Well, if you guys want to stop CCs from complaining, how about hoyoverse to actually fix their damn game? How about hoyoverse, they stop slacking off, stop being predatory, greedy assholes, and actually fix the game and make the game actually good? This is insane how they made a tier list on how to climb a rock. And people are still going to defend this. Let's take a look at the comment section over here. Even Chi-Chi can do it. I have no excuse now. Good guide. People are literally... This saved my Abyss run yesterday. And the fact that people are not realizing that this is literally the devs telling you guys to summon 4 Natlan characters. Like, oh my gosh, thank you for the guide, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you for showing me a guide on how to climb a rock. This community is beyond cooked, bro. Beyond cooked. Let something like this happen in Wuthering Waves, guys. Let something like this happen in Wuthering Waves. Look at Ethan, bro. I watched his yesterday. I watched his this video right here. He uploaded like 1 hour ago. He was fed up with it. And his team is better than mine. His team is 10 times better than mine. And even he gave up. Look, 7 minutes, 6 seconds left. He's using Nahida, Risley, Xingqiu, and Kuki Shinobu. This team is 10 times better than my Gene Trash team. And even he was suffering with this. Like, bro, like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we even talking about? Let me see his reaction to this boss over here. I want to see this. Look at the damage resistance, guys. No Natlan characters. Look at this nonsense. And people still defend this. They still defend this, and they still try to find reasons on how this is a good mechanic. Look at this. Like, come on, bro. Like, how is he supposed to know which spot to climb on? Oh my gosh, bro. This community, bro. This community is beyond cooked, man. The fact that people are trying to, like, disregard, you know, actual facts, right? Trying to disregard facts, trying to make it seem as if there is no HP inflation issue. And whenever somebody makes a video talking about HP inflation or showing or proving that the game has HP inflation, that there's horrible boss mechanics, and that the developers are getting more greedier and greedier, their response that is, well, just pull better, buddy. It's a skill issue. It's the player's fault. It's not the game's fault. Yeah, it's not the game's fault. It's not their fault for, you know, making a boss summon pillars, and the only way you can climb it easily is if you use Natlan characters. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's a cool mechanic. Hey, stop complaining. Like, have you guys seen my community post yesterday? Let me show you guys my community post. I'm going to show you guys my community post. It's absolutely ridiculous that these people are real. Look at this over here. I'm honestly just so tired of seeing these content creators shit on Genshin. Y'all have nothing better to do than criticize the game. And pay attention, profile pic has Yai Miko there. And this is the first time this person commented under my video. The game is in perfect condition, and hoyoverse is being fair with its beloved players like me. I don't understand all the hate and rage bait that y'all are throwing at us. Are you doing all that to farm drama? It's a bit ridiculous how your opinions are considered factually correct, and meanwhile, they do not hear us out. Guys, remember, this person is saying that HP inflation, this is an opinion, and this is not correct. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I went up to that person's face and said, hey, bro, 2 + 2 = 4. And it would be like, how dare you say that? How dare you tell me that 2 + 2 = 4? I don't think that. I don't believe 2 + 2 = 4. Well, where did you get that from? It's like, bro, like, yo, these people are not real. They're not real. If you do not like the game, you shouldn't hate and shit on it. For me, it is a peak game. And you cannot say vulgar things like that. So me saying that there's HP inflation in Genshin Impact and there's horrible boss mechanics, that is vulgar. That is foul language. I'm out of pocket for that. I'm out of pocket. And what's even funny is this person actually deleted their comment. When I literally destroyed their comment, I literally exposed them. We come back to the video. Where is it? I can't find it. But under my video, the person just completely deleted their comment. Because these people are foolish. They're literally foolish. Their job is to mitigate everything hoyoverse does and make it seem as if hoyoverse is like this perfect company and they can make no mistake. And for the people who are criticizing these games, actually pointing out evidence, showing proof, showing facts, we're wrong, right? We're wrong, and they're right. Notice how these people, they can't even prove me wrong. They can't even prove me wrong. They can't prove any other CC wrong when it comes to HP inflation in these games, when it comes to power creep, when it comes to all these issues in hoyoverse games. They can't prove us wrong. The only thing they can say is, well, it's just a skill issue, bro. You just got to pull better. Yeah, your team wasn't good. You put Gene in your team, so therefore your opinion is invalid. They try so hard to disregard what you're saying simply because you're not using some sort of god tier team and you're not min-maxing. They try their absolute hardest to discredit what you're saying just to defend the damn game. It's honestly sad and pathetic how evidence and facts can't even sway these people. These people can't even see through their delusion how hoyoverse, they're literally making their games predatory on purpose so that you summon for these characters. You look at the banner right now on Genshin Impact. Guess who's on the banner right now? Oh yeah, Jalonin. Yeah, Jalon is on banner right now. Oh yeah, Venti, right? Venti. He's gonna suck up all those enemies, those 60 enemies. Yeah, he's gonna suck them all up immediately. Who would have thought? Yeah, who would have thought hoyoverse they would put those 2 characters in banner right now? Who would have thought? Bro, he like, yo, the hoyoverse community is beyond gone, bro. It's beyond gone. At this point, these people are just content. Whenever I see them say dumb things, it's just content. It really is content because, once again, I'm starting to believe that these people aren't real. They're bots, and their job once again is to essentially mitigate situations like this and just downplay power creep, downplay HP inflation, and make it seem as if there is absolutely nothing going on with these hoyoverse games, and they're just perfect. They're in perfect condition. And what makes it worse is, if you guys are going to sit here and keep glazing these companies, keep glazing hoyoverse, that's going to set, like, hoyoverse is literally setting the standard for these future upcoming games. And that's the reason why everybody, including me, we're so critical, or like we're overcritical when it comes to hoyoverse games, because when these future games come soon, they're going to look at hoyoverse and be like, all right, what did hoyoverse do and what did they get away with? And once they see the HP inflation, right, they're gonna be like, okay, since the community is supporting them and they're still spending money on the game and they're defending the company for increasing the HP of these enemies, why don't we do the same thing too? Why don't we copy their tactic? Why don't we copy them and let's do the same thing? But of course, people can't think that far. They're just, the sunk cost fallacy is so strong within the community, man. It's so strong. They gotta summon for that sweet 5-star character.
I gotta summon for my Yaimiko. I gotta summon for Sitlily. Oh, Skirk is coming.
Like, bro, community's cooked, man. It's a cooked community, bro. Once you see people start disproving facts, it's over.